Hello, I want to talk a moment about the industry and their hypocrisy against piracy, and how they're just talking and talking about piracy and how it affects them and how bad it is and how much money they're losing. But in reality, they know nothing on how it works and just assumes it causes problems for them. Let's look at some examples on how piracy and thieving and such can affect the industry on music, games, CDs and such, all the content providers. Well, let's say you go to a store, to a normal store which has CDs, games, whatever. You buy a game, and voila, they earned their money. Let's just say it was a game and they earned $60 from a game. Then some of the money goes to the store and some goes to the evil minds behind the content providers, the makers of the game and such, the publishers and them. That's a happy example of how it can go. Everyone is happy. But however, let's say you bought it online. Let's just use a symbol as a @ You bought it online. You buy the product. They get the money. Everyone is happy again. But what if we just say you don't buy it? You go directly to the store and take it, as the whole industry is saying piracy is like taking the product from the shelves. No, it's not. If you go to the store again and just outright steal it, take it from the shelves and go out and don't pay for it, well, that's lost money, because you actually had a physical product you actually paid for. I don't know how to symbolize it, just make it a little bag or something. But if you see it like this, then this is lost money. Somebody actually lost a product they paid for. In this case, it's the store that loses money. And in some cases, the industry might lose something of this. They might have not have gotten the whole paycheck from the products on the shelves before sale. But in many cases, the industry already has gotten the money from the products on the shelf. So it's kind of 50-50 on if they lose money on this. Let's look at one of the examples the industry is putting out. Let's say you're going online and you outright downloaded it. You simply just download the product. Suddenly, how does that make it a lost purchase or a lost income? It's not like there were money involved in this. You simply just did a download on the product. If you paid a service, for example, Usenet, and used that to download, you could kind of say it's lost money because you actually did pay something to get it. But if you're simply using torrents, how does that make a lost purchase? It never did. There was no money involved. It's not like they were getting the product and said, hey, this is the real product. Everyone knows it's a counterfeit. And it's not a real product. It's not the real deal. So who the fuck gives a shit? It's not like every time somebody downloads a product on the industry's banking notes, there suddenly appears a red sign on the notes with minus $60 on it. It doesn't work that way. They don't lose anything of this. It's hypocrisy. They're just whining about it. And this is the example. This one is the example that the industry is trying to paint of it. They even made an ad on TV that showed this off. It's the classical, your little black dealer on the street who wants to sell you this game, but it's counterfeit. It's burned on a CD-ROM instead of a real pressed CD. So they want you to believe that downloading from the internet is the same as downloading from the internet and then selling it off. If you buy a pirated piece of software or something, if you go out on the street and somebody says, "Hey, I got this latest album. Do you want it? It's only $5. I downloaded it online and burned it on a CD-ROM." That's lost money. Because you actually bought the product illegally. That's lost money. You can say that. That's the only case where you can say it's lost money. And it's so insanely idiotic. They just keep blaming the losers in profit on piracy instead. And the piracy only causes loss in profits if it actually means a customer pays for a counterfeit product for not getting it free. If you get it for free, where's the money in that? And if you look at some pirates' behavior, some pirates may download like 50 games a year. And would they be able to pay that many games? No. And many of the games they even don't play because they suck. And that's one of the main problems here. Instead of making good games and be like, "Oh, we didn't make a very good game, that's why it's not selling," they're just saying, "Oh, it's the piracy. Our game's getting pirated, so that's why." No, it's not like our game sucks. We didn't use 1 month to make it. No. We simply did get pirated. That's idiotic. And the whole industry sucks, and they're full of retarded, completely out-of-date people who can't understand how piracy works and just assumes on how it works. Instead, they just want complete control over a medium that they don't even own. They want Sober to get past and protect IP and such, and get complete control over the internet. And by doing that, they can control, let's say, "Hey, it's all software, go get the fuck out." But why does having content give them right to do that? Does it mean that if I put out a song that I suddenly would have that power? No, I wouldn't get that power. The industry is full of hypocrites. They're crying their pants out, and they simply don't want to understand how the internet works. And some piracy might even not be bad. Some people buy the games after pirating it, and instead they're just whining and putting ridiculous DRM on it. Like Ubisoft, for example. I'm never buying anything from Ubisoft anymore. I hate them. That shit they're putting on their games now. Like, you have to be online. If you go offline, the game shuts down. What the fuck is that for that shit? If you pirate the game, it's no problem. You get a fully functional product. But if you buy it, if you go to the store and actually pay $60 for it, you get a crippled piece of shit. And that's why many people turn pirates. If you go out and buy a product, you expect to get the perfect product that has no flaws. But if you go the Ubisoft way and simply punish your customers, then the customers won't care to pay you. I wouldn't ever give money to Ubisoft before they remove their ridiculous DRM. I mean, why would I pay for something I could get for free better? The whole thing about piracy, the way of defeating it, is providing a better service to everyone that actually pays for it. So if you pay for the product, you get a better product than the one that are available online. And examples for this is, example, using Steam or any streaming music service on Netflix or something. It gives the customer more ways of using their content than just saying, "Oh, you're a dog. You need to be on the leash because you could be pirating this product. We need to put DRM on." It's ridiculous. And I hate the fucking industry for this. Hypocrites.